call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Gators' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Keeps it on the draw. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Owens. Makes the grab. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering time.
The Buckeyes are on the move. They'll run the toss. Breaks into the open. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
Sends it back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is broken up, incomplete, but there is a penalty flag on the field, and they may be throwing it in reverse. First thing you want to do if you're in a hole is stop digging. It's 1st and 20. Caught in the backfield, it's Porter. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. That's reeled in. It's Miller. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. To the air, it's Owens. Grabbed over the middle, it's gone. There is nowhere to go. He has stopped, and it'll be 4th down from the 23. They'll play it safe and try for 3. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. Never a doubt. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
You're feeling really good about that, right? Brand new season, first drive of the year, the juices are flowing, you march the ball down the field. You don't get a touchdown, but at least you come away with 3 points. Very positive start to the year.
Bringing it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. Across the 25, he's got room. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Look looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Working that left side now. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that third down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle setting up for him.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. At the 35, he's open. There he goes. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
The run from the shotgun. Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Motion from the back. To the air. It's Owens. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball.
Oh, they block it. Scoops it up, and he's going to try to take it back.
Yeah, and a lot of times in field goal block, you load up one side, they load up the left side, push all the guys backwards, slip through the crack, get their hand up, and get the big block. Nice job.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a deep shot here. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Punt is in the air on fourth down. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Goodness, that happened fast. The ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. Looking downfield, it's Owens. Unloads to the right. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They were forced to punt on their last possession, but this time taking over with spectacular field position. He just could not get loose, and they'll knock him down 4 yards behind the line.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Gators. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does, takes advantage of great field position.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Colorado is ahead early in Boulder, but that's not exactly Cordell Stewart out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 4 over Georgia. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Rides the back on the option to give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
And the Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Fires on the move. Got his man downfield.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Owens. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Scott. Gets away from one, finds room. He stepped out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. Just can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count. They're facing a 3rd down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Let's see what they do on third down. He might want another play. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter.
Returner goes out of bounds.
They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Wilson. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Turning it on. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Makes the grab. It's Clement. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll line up for a second down play. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And the Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. A shot toward the end zone. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Gators trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Looking to throw. Bringing the heat. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On the option. The pitch. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
Trying play action. Pocket breaking down. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
One more snap coming before halftime. Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10, 1st and goal from the 8. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Buckeyes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in.
There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds the tight end. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
The Gators getting set on 1st and 10. Rides to back and leaves it. Finding an escape route. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Wilson. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. And the Gators can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The play action fake. He's going for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Wants to throw on 3rd. He makes the grab. Touchdown Gators! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Michigan came through with a lunch pail hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won. And the fact this wasn't ever really in question. Big implications today and a notable result as one team trends upward and the other has some work to do.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. That's caught. It's gone. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
And quarterbacks love running backs who can catch the ball because they're stat patters. That's an easy throw for this quarterback to make. He's just letting his running back do all the work. Get him the football out in space and let the magic happen.
Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. The Buckeyes want to move quickly.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw, it's Owens. Finds a man in the middle. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. The Buckeyes are rolling down the field.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Roberts. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. From the gun, running back on the move. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Buckeyes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
Buying some time as he moves left. Pulls it in. Oh, what a cut! Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Little touch pass to the receiver. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Just keep slinging it. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50+, and he did it with ease.
He'll bring it out. It's Barnes. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Touch pass on the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Owens. He'll pull it down. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a 1st down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Under a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll run play action. Slings it downfield. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for a huge play. Snags it inside the 20.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now, get ready for another one.
The give to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Gain of 29 on the play. That's a first down for the offense.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on first down. Gets it to the back. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we...
Oh, he's got some space. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
That's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now I got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play, and now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Calls his own number. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end-of-the plays when I can be physical and really make him feel me. I think that
got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Florida! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. But when you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Colorado is ahead early in Boulder, but that's not exactly Cordell Stewart out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by a field goal over Georgia. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Quick toss. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. And the Buckeyes in the hurry-up. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that. And the pressure gets to the quarterback. Down he goes, but that penalty marker sitting right at the line of scrimmage might be offsides against the defense. That last one was just a crushing penalty for this defense. Here comes 2nd and 1. Caught near the sticks. It's Miller. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the left. He wants to go deep. Grabs it inside the 15. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to throw, it's Owens. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
3rd down upcoming for the offense after the incomplete pass. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Going for the big play. Reels it in down the left side. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. And the Buckeyes are on the move. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grab near the marker. It's Monroe. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. They'll throw it from the red zone. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. He wants to change this route. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game day.
Few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Creates a little space. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? He'll take it himself. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. The option look. It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Got a man. It's Miller. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. Skips away from pressure. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. With the catch, it's Miller.
And listen, everything's 4-down territory at this point when you're trailing by this much late in the game. So it's okay you didn't get the first down there, but now the pressure's on to convert this. Otherwise, it's ball game.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Yeah, and you needed points. You wanted points badly. But listen, the offense, you know exactly what they're going to do. They're going to get in their 4-minute offense. Now I got to start preserving that clock, using my timeouts, try to get a stop, and get this ball back to my offense.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Now the play fake. On the move, he fires. Complete to the left. Touchdown, Gators! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Yeah, and how about this offense, man, putting another drive together, getting in the end zone. And here's the deal. Going on the road, handling these conditions in game 1, they've done a phenomenal job.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
Florida, 38. Ohio State, 17.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Out of the backfield, he's open. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Second down coming up. The offense changing the play. Back to pass, it's Owens. He unleashes a long one. He's got it on the right. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Man, these wide receivers are so fast nowadays. They're such big playmakers. I just want to get it to them and let them make it happen. But a lot of times, we're running to them, too. We're focused on chasing him down and funneling the football in the right direction. Defense swarm did a good job getting their hand on the football, causing the fumble from the wide receiver.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. Right back to him on the ground. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the 1st down. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to fire deep. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Florida! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Ole Miss is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that looks like it did when Archie and Eli were here. They're up by 35 over South Alabama. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. This drive will open from the 15. Looking downfield on first down. He wants a big play here late. And he's got it inside the 35.
And that's perfect for this offense. Backed up towards your own end zone, make a play to create space, get some momentum going on this drive. Just what the offense needed to start this thing.
Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown and a little window dressing here at the end of the game.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
And the extra point is good. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the fourth quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they're able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
The Gators just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They want to run this quarterback. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Behind the chains now on second and long. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
No gain on the play. It's third down.
It'll be third and long. They go to the ground. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports.